Once upon a time, in a vast and green meadow, there lived a white rabbit named Nushin. Nushin was a playful and curious rabbit who always asked her mother for permission to leave the burrow and play in the meadow. One day, as the sun turned red and the calm of dusk approached, Nushin looked at her mother with eyes full of excitement and said, "Mom, can I go outside and play with the foxtail leaves?" Her mother smiled and replied, "Yes, but remember to stay close to the leaves and be careful not to harm anything. These leaves hold a secret, and you must treat them with respect." Nushin, thrilled beyond measure, quickly darted out of the burrow. The meadow was covered in foxtail leaves, each one accompanied by beautiful and unusual plants. Leaves with sharp tips and striking colors, as if each one contained an entire world. Nushin ran through the leaves, joyfully tossing them into the air. Meanwhile, the red sun slowly dipped below the horizon, casting fiery hues over her world. Every leaf that twirled in the air seemed like a fresh mystery. But at that moment, something unusual happened. One of the leaves detached from the ground and gently fell right in front of Nushin's eyes. She picked up the leaf carefully and noticed that this leaf was different from the others. Alongside it was a small, glowing seed. Nushin looked at the seed with curiosity and said aloud, "Where could this seed have come from?" After a moment of thought, she remembered her mother's advice: always look at nature with respect. Nushin gently placed the seed beside the other leaves and left the spot. When she returned home, her mother, with a kind look, asked, "So, Nushin, how were the leaves?" Nushin, her eyes sparkling, replied, "The leaves were so beautiful, Mom. But today I learned that I shouldn't just play with them. I must always respect nature and its secrets. Everything in this world has a reason." Her mother smiled and said, "Exactly, Nushin. Today, not only did you play with the leaves, but you also realize that everything in life has its own value and place. This respect for nature is what you must always carry in your heart." Later that evening, as Nushin lay in her burrow, she couldn't stop thinking about the seed in her hand. Her mother had softly said, "Learn that everything in life, even the smallest details, has meaning and purpose. For those who know how to listen, nature always has something to say." As night fell, Nushin's mind was consumed by the seed she had found. She knew it wasn't just any simple object. There was something deeper about it. Perhaps it was a message from nature, or even something ancient, hidden within the seed. The next morning, Nushin decided to return to the meadow and plant the seed in a special spot. She knew in her heart that this seed belonged somewhere it could grow and become something greater. She returned to the meadow where she had played with the leaves the day before. In a corner of the meadow, where the red sunlight still shone, she planted the seed in the soft earth. As Nushin looked at the seed, she felt as though something greater than what she could see was unfolding. With each passing moment, the seed became part of the earth, part of nature itself. She realized that growth and change were like this seed. Sometimes you must be planted in the ground, sometimes you must grow in the darkness, but eventually, you will emerge into the light. Days passed, and Nushin visited the seed every day. Each time she looked at it, she noticed how small changes gradually shaped a bigger world. Slowly, a tiny shoot emerged from the soil, a symbol of effort and patience, of accepting each stage of life and growth. One day, when Nushin returned to the meadow, there was no longer just a seed in that spot. A vibrant, strong green sprout had emerged from the earth. Nushin understood that the seed wasn't just part of nature, it was a symbol of herself. Just like the seed, she had slowly begun to grow from her fears and uncertainties. And now, in the new world she had created, she truly understood the power of change and growth. In life, we often seek immediate answers and quick results, but the truth is that growth and change take time. Just like a seed must be planted in the earth and nurtured in darkness, we too must grow, sometimes in the quiet moments of our lives. But eventually, from the darkness, we will emerge into the light, stronger and wiser.